The dining habits of American consumers have been changing recently. Now the important question they ask is not, what should we eat, but rather, how can we eat fresher and healthier? A growing number of people are seeking fresh fruits and vegetables, and healthy foods such as vegan and clean label products are popular. Particularly noteworthy is that as refrigerated, frozen foods are positioning themselves as alternatives to fresh foods, the U.S. frozen foods market is growing rapidly. By 2030, the U.S. frozen foods market is expected to post a revenue of $280 billion and an annual average growth rate of 8.1%.
And some of the changes are also production-related. So the big one there is technological advancing. Freezing technologies like flash freezing or IQF preserve nutrients and flavors, and frozen foods can be made to taste and have the same texture of restaurant-quality meals.
Joey Davidson is the Senior Director of Business Development at CJ Logistics America, who enjoys spending time with his family. He used to be a chicken farmer in the poultry industry. There is probably no one paying closer attention to poultry cold chain logistics and cold chain logistics at large.
Cold chain logistics is the infrastructure, the technology, and the process that allows for the safe storage and transport of temperature-sensitive goods along the supply chain. Maintaining the integrity of the cold chain is so vitally important, primarily for product quality, to ensure the desired quality and consistency while preventing microbial growth and degradation, and for food safety, reducing the risk of foodborne illnesses by preventing the proliferation of bacteria on perishable food items.
The global cold chain market is projected to reach $190 billion by 2025. The U.S. makes up a large portion, with a cold chain market valued at $50 billion. And leading the cold chain industry in America is none other than the state of Georgia.
We entered the public refrigerated warehousing market, or PRW market, of cold storage, though just in November of 2024, with the opening of our flagship PRW warehouse in Gainesville, Georgia. We started handling fresh protein, poultry, for the very first time. This was a significant step forward toward achieving our strategy of driving cold chain growth, to serve our existing ambient customers by expanding into cold storage to accommodate their needs, and to grow with new customers with production and demand capabilities. Another key reason for selecting North Georgia for our first public refrigerated warehouse is all of the food production facilities located within a 100-mile radius of our warehouse. Gainesville, Georgia is known as the poultry capital of the world. Our warehouse is surrounded by multiple chicken processing plants, and they need a close proximity freezer to meet their needs.
Quite strategic, right? But there is a more important reason that CJLA chose Georgia.
Georgia is a key strategic geography for CJ. Not only did CJLA have multiple operations in the Atlanta area, but this is an area where our sister company, CJ Foods Schwan, has a significant presence. And also, CJ Foodville is making a large investment in production capabilities. In fact, our new freezer warehouse is only 10 miles from CJ Foodville's new plant being constructed in Gainesville and opening up later this year. Our warehouse is designed to support different product needs, including the proteins like chicken, but also finished goods and bakery items. All of our space is convertible, which means that we can adjust the temperature to serve the various temperature requirements of our customers. Within the next few weeks, we will also be storing and distributing baked goods coming from CJ Foodville. Some of these products will be stored in the freezer, requiring negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and some products requiring just refrigeration.
Wow, that is great news for CJ Foods, Schwan's, and Tout Le Jour. At the Gainesville Cold Chain Logistics Center in Georgia, there are 6 separate storage rooms for various products with different storage temperatures. The 270,000 square feet facility also has shelves for storing 30,000 products. It is also outfitted with more than 50 trailer unloading docks and 38 truck loading unloading docks, each measuring 21 meters long. Once you have a facility to secure diverse products, the next order of business is to keep the quality of frozen products in its optimal state. How did CJLA tackle this?
Another key cold storage technology used for our building is the Tippmann's QFM blast freezing. At temperatures of minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, this technology allows us to lower the temperature of fresh chicken from around 38 degrees when it comes to us to the minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit that it needs to reach within 24 hours or less. This helps to minimize any chance of food-borne bacteria being introduced into the cold chain.
Thanks to such efforts, the Gainesville Cold Chain Logistics Center is more than 50% booked and is in discussions with potential clients to operate at full capacity by the end of this year.
We are very excited about our future in the cold chain. We are getting things ready to launch our next cold storage warehouse in Kansas City just this coming summer. We're continuing to build relationships and organizational infrastructure, which will allow us to pursue a very aggressive pipeline of cold chain operation opportunities. Our experience in servicing the ethnic food markets will also allow for expansion opportunities across the country and North America for them.
So what do you think? Doesn't it look like CJLA will drive CJ's growth? CJLA is taking a new leap forward in the U.S. logistic market with its cold chain logistics centers. We can't wait to see CJLA's bright future as it expands K-Logistics' domain in the United States, the heart of the global cold chain market.